Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, another cool one for the channel. This is the first ever MKM review on the channel. It was kind of funny. I had been looking at getting an MKM on the channel, so I actually ordered the Isunzo with my last, through my affiliation with Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And I did a little poll, asked people which one, gave them some choices, and the Isunzo was the one they picked. Well, the same day I got the Isunzo, I got the Clap, which is what we have here on the table, in the mail on loan from my good buddy Justin over at Tier 1 Gear and EDC Review. So, pretty cool. Didn't really plan on having a twofer, but hey, now we get to see some MKM knives. So, that is pretty cool. So let's zoom out and let's take a look. As I said, this is the MKM Clap. Now again, MKM, those are the four horsemen of the Italian knife industry, I guess you could say. Fox knives, Lion Steel, Mercury, and Viper. Now this one, as we can maybe see there, this is a Bob Terzuola Design. Now, of course, Bob Terzuola is kind of known as the godfather of tactical knives. I know we had a discussion about tactical knives on the channel here a while back, but I tell you what, if you take a look at this one, guys, this is what I would call tactical chic. And trust me, no offense to Mr. Terzuola whatsoever, because it's a really pretty cool design and really just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Now, there are many different versions of the Clap available. If you go look on like Blade HQ, that's where I found a whole bunch of them. I mean, you've got this one, the carbon fiber with the bolster, but I mean, you've got micarta full. You've got full carbon fiber. You've got micarta. You've got, what is there? Different colors of micarta, like green and brown, I believe it is. And then you've got wood, olive wood with a bolster, olive wood without a bolster, full olive wood. Just some really gorgeous versions of this knife. But back to this one. This is obviously our carbon fiber and titanium. That titanium bolstered look to it, as you can see the milling there on the bolster. Very nice. Nice pop of color there with the pivot collar. Then, of course, your titanium backspacer. Look how that is polished, man. That titanium backspacer and the pocket clip are polished up really nice. And you can see that there's just, see that texture there in the pocket clip? I think that is just a really cool touch to it. Now, from everything that I've seen, this is not an ambidextrous knife. It says right hand only. So it doesn't look like you can flip it around. Everything I'm seeing, you know, is saying you can't. If you know something different, please let me know in the comments, guys. I would greatly like to know that. But from anything I've seen, it doesn't look like this is going to be an ambidextrous knife. But please feel free to correct me. That's what we're here for, is to make sure y'all get the right. Now, the look there, it almost looked like there's a ledge. There's not. You can just, I mean, yeah, that is really, there's a space, but no lip. I mean, now that I caught it just a little bit right there. But for the most part, really well done. Everything is chamfered very nicely. Yeah. Now that's something interesting on this one. And this is something we've seen, I believe, pretty sure on another Terzuola model, but it has a removable flipper. Now, very interesting. Now, you'll see that your opening methods without that flipper tab would pretty much be a two-hand opening with your fuller there. Or you could even call it a long pull, really. A nail nick, long pull, it does kind of, you know, it falls into that category. And without the flipper, then you pretty much have a liner lock it would almost turn it into a slip joint that locks. It wouldn't be a slip joint anymore. So, but that's just kind of, I found that very interesting. And without the flipper tab, I tell you what, I mean, not that it looks bad with the flipper tab, but without the flipper tab, man, those lines would flow just even better, honestly. And to me, that makes it even just an even better looking knife, in my opinion. Let's check our centering real quick. Looks pretty darn good. Now, as I said, it is a flipper tab. No jimping on your flipper tab. It is a little slick. Not bad, though. I mean, you've got enough with the shape of it. You can definitely get your finger on it and just a good, solid flip. Now, there you go. MKM. Maniago, Italy. M390 on the blade steel. Awesome, awesome looking spear point blade. There you go, Terzuola Design. His kind of maker's mark there. Beautiful swedge across that. Drop point, spear point, almost a little bit of a harpoon there. Great landing pad for your thumb on that blade. Now, me, compound grind, obviously, as you can see there, I'm not huge on the compound grind. They could have left that off and it would have been just as, well, I'd have liked it even more if it didn't have the compound grind. But, I mean, very well done. Nice satin finish. Look at the grind lines on there. Really, really nice. A little bit of a ramp, too. So if you wanted to stay back on it, you do have a little bit of ramp for support. But like I said, you can get your thumb up there. Even got a good landing pad for some draw cuts. Very, very, very well done and very good looking knife. Let's look at our choil too. Choil, it looks like there's a little bit of a, where it thickens up there, right at the back of the blade. You can kind of see where the grind kind of swoops up just a little bit. So, not a huge deal to me at all, just pointing it out because it's there. Overall, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just about 7¼ inches. They have the official at 7.24. So we're going to go with that. Handle length. Our handle length is going to be just over 4 or right about 4, depending on how you get it lined up there. Right about 4. And then your blade length, what do they call it? They call the blade length at 3 inches. So your handle, they're calling it 4¼ So with a cutting edge of just under 3 inches. So those of you with that 3-inch blade limit, you would be in, and you would be in very well from the looks of it. Grip length, I'm going to give grip length right about 3.5. That's how it looks in my 3 3/4 inch hand. I can get a very comfortable 4-finger grip on it, but definitely don't have a lot left over. And for those of you, yes, I forgot to point that out, lanyard hole. Personally, don't use them, but it's definitely there for those of you that do. Let's get some size comparisons here real quick. Let's go with the bug out. I think our bug out's probably going to be pretty much our most appropriate size comparison. And there you go. Yeah, bug out's got it by just, let's see. Let's get pivot, make sure we're pivot to pivot. Yeah, it looks like the Terzuola, the Clap, has got it just a hair on the handle, and the bug out's got it by just a hair on the blade. So a pretty close comparison to that one. Of course, we're just going to throw out the PM2 like we always do. So there you go. Obviously, the bug out is the much better size comparison of the two. Close it up. Get a weight on it. All right, we have 4 ounces. Not bad. Not bad at all. Little over that ounce per inch of blade length, of course. 113 grams. It carries pretty darn well in pocket. Oops. Let's see here. Get a look. Not super deep, but as you can see there, we do have a little bit sticking out. We're still kind of underneath that 1/2 inch, you know. Not quite to that 1/2 inch Now, you can see there, jeans, it holds pretty darn well. You can see you do have a little bit of separation there between you can kind of hear it tap a little bit. So there is a little bit of separation. I mean, it felt pretty darn good in my pocket. I wasn't really concerned with it coming out or anything like that. But very, very nice. Overall, what do I like and what do I don't like? It's a beautiful knife. It really is. It's a very well built, beautifully executed knife. Pocket clip. Well, action. We'll do action since we're here. Not super drop shutty, but I mean the action is pretty darn good. A couple of shakes. Really nice. Detent feels pretty darn good to me. Yeah, that detent's really nice. Pretty well done on it. Very comfortable in hand. That kind of minimalist pocket clip there, that it's very minimal, feels very good in hand. It's not causing me any discomfort. Everything is chamfered. I mean, yeah, it's just a very, very well executed knife. I do like the pops of color. Now, if you're not into, like I said, if you're not into the carbon fiber or the bolstered look or whatever the case, guys, there are so many options. Like I said, olive wood with a bolster, full olive wood, carbon fiber with the bolster like you have here, full carbon fiber. You have full micarta. I believe there's even some G10 models, if I'm not mistaken. But there's so many different varieties of this knife. Really, the only thing, like I said, I really don't care for compound grinds. So, I mean, that would be my only, just give me a plain spear point. I'd be perfectly happy. But other than that, very, very nice knife. Price on this one, and they do change just a little bit with, like, there's one like this with the carbon fiber, the titanium, but it's in Damasteel. Yeah, that one's spendy. $420 on that one. This one, I believe, is $249 is what they're asking for this one. There's a micarta one for $170. Let's see. Yeah, there's a black G10. That's also $170. Let's see. Olive wood. Where's the olive wood? Oh, there's a Santos wood. Those are currently sold out, though. Let's see. This one right here. $249. Yep, $249 on this one. Solid carbon fiber, $204. And then some of the olive wood. The olive wood, full olive wood is $190. Olive wood with a bolster, $230. So, but really just some absolutely fantastic. They're really well made knives. If you're looking for a very nice looking knife, especially this one you can carry. I mean, it's God, it's just nice looking. Lots of options. Lots of options. Varying price ranges, like I said, anyway, from what, 170 to 410, depending on materials. So definitely worth checking out. Blue liked it. He gave it his 8.5 solid knife rating. Probably not going to go much higher than that because, well, like I said, we don't really care for compound grinds. So, and compound grinds makes it a little bit more difficult for those that are starting out or, don't care to sharpen. That's personal opinion. That's completely personal opinion. For those of you that like compound grinds, well, guess what? Beautiful knife with a beautiful compound grind on it. So, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for checking out the first MKM review on the channel, the MKM Clap. Thank you very much to Justin over at Tier 1. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description for sure. Very, very much appreciate the loan of the clap. Yep, Justin loaned me the clap. He didn't give it to me. He just loaned it to me. Do what you will with that. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.